Hey, welcome back to the channel. I am in the Capital One Cafe, my happy place. I got my matcha latte. I will say nothing is quite like the Capital One Cafe matcha latte. I will say today we're going to dive more back into Zerosum. I am liking it a lot. Seems like you all are liking it a lot too. I got comments from two different people that I really want to dive into to see if it will do what I want it to do. Well, one person, I've already tried it because I was like, oh my God, I think this is going to work. I tried it, unfortunately didn't work, but then I got a comment from the developer who said that basically what I want to do is possible. So let's give it a try. I did go, and I think I have like a workaround if what either one of them said doesn't work. I do have a way to kind of solve my one main gripe that I had with YNAB. Let's jump into the budget. We'll go into Zerosum a little bit more, and then I will finish up with budgeting this week's paycheck. It's another small one. It'll be covering mostly overspending, but I want to focus more on working with Zerosum a little bit and getting more into it. So the first thing I noticed when I was editing my video is that I talked about some of these options on the sidebar here, and then I totally forgot to talk about them. I got so excited or caught up in what I was looking at, and I just totally forgot to dive more in. Let's go to the calendar. I think the calendar is really nice because it allows you to obviously see what you spent on what day, what is due on what day. This right here, I got paid $455.54. So you see that input on that day. I think that's really cool. There's nothing like that on YNAB as far as I'm aware. I don't really use YNAB anymore, so who knows what they have or what they don't have. I don't know why this says Capital One Cafe ×2. I definitely didn't go to Capital One Cafe twice in one day. Did I? Let's take a look. Oh no, what happened was I put in the transaction and I forgot to put the tip. So the one with the tip is what input, but we'll get to that in a second. So pretty cool though, when you click on the date, it kind of opens up the day breakdown. I really, really like that. That's so cool. That's really, really cool. Let's see, what else can, Amazing Thailand. I didn't go to Amazing Thailand. What's going on here? Probably was Amazon. Yeah, Amazon. I put it as Amazing Thailand, which is a restaurant. It's like, I did not go there. Is somebody take my card? No. Okay, so pretty cool. Goal deadline, what is this? Oh, this is when my Excel bill is due. So pretty cool. I really, really like this. And then if we scroll down a bit more, we can see more of the month. Yeah, I love this calendar. I love this calendar. Overview, kind of what it sounds like, your financial snapshot at a glance. So you have your ready to budget, how much you spent this month, your net worth, how far on track you are with your goals, spending breakdown, your cash flow, planning ahead. Again, not too big on planning ahead, not quite there yet, not earning enough money to budget ahead, which could be a earning enough money problem, could be a spending too much money problem. Tomato. We have pending transactions listed here in the overview, which I don't think this is actually true. This might just mean like pending for me to interact with, not necessarily pending in the sense of like when you log onto your bank, it's pending, because if a check mark is here, that's cleared, it's not pending. So just a different way of phrasing that than we might be used to. Upcoming transactions, goals that need attention. Yeah, so this is really, really cool. I want to come in here a little bit more. It'll be really exciting to do my monthly review, the next one that I do, because we will be diving into Zerosum instead of YNAB. And I think that there are more options in here that are kind of like more relevant to my, I don't want to say relevant to my needs, but just like speak to me more than the ones in YNAB did. Analytics. So this has a bunch of different views, and I did go in here and I changed the views on some. I probably will stick more in overview, and if I come to analytics, it's not going to really be in the net worth. It'll probably be not even in cash flow at this point. You know, when things change, I start making more money, maybe we will be looking at these more, but as I am now, this is not really a section that I find much value in, but we can click into it and just play around. Let's see the trend. I don't know what this means. I could take the time, but it's not relevant to me. Trends over here as well. Man, that matcha, wow. So I spent almost $60,000, about $4,888 per month, mostly on bills and basics, 26K, going all the way down to self-investment, that's $40. That's not good. I should probably be investing in myself a little more. I wonder what that $40 was for. Let's see. Oh, ChatGPT, now that's embarrassing. Let's see, how do we get back? Click on trends again. Oh, probably just click here. Yeah, there we go. I don't pay for ChatGPT anymore, by the way. Now I have Gemini and I pay, we'll talk about it later. It's like I pay every year. It is $20 a month, but whatever, I pay by the year. Yeah, so then drafting dreams is the next biggest spend. That's all the stuff that I've been purchasing for sewing. So I like the colors here. Some of them I think I have changed, but then also some of them are default. I think green might be my house. Yeah, bills and basics. Categories, another way to look at this. Ooh, I don't like those colors. Yuck. Groups is better. Then we have lines. Ooh, what is purple? From studio to sanctuary. That's when I moved. Yeah, so I spent a ton of money on moving. I definitely like this one better. To view. Okay, by category, I think this is the one that I changed. You can do donut, which is kind of like what's typical and what you would normally see, but I find it hard to figure out what little slice of the pie or slice of the donut, as it were, goes to what expense. Rows is better, but I don't love it. Columns, really don't love it, but then tree map, I like this one a lot. And with all of them, you can obviously go from categories or groups. Let's actually go back. Which one did I like here? I like groups over here. So let me see. Do I like groups here? I think I do. Yeah, I like this better. So yeah, bills and basics. And then we'll look at the group for each one. So yeah, rows and donut. Flow, another way to look at your input. And then income versus expense. So this is cool. So that's the analytics. And that's pretty much the long and short of it. All transactions is exactly what it sounds like. Before we go into budgeting this week's paycheck, let us go to the budget and let's try to look at those comments that I got to try to fix our goals. I think bills and basics would be a great place to start. So briefly what I did is I took the goal and I basically made it an open-ended goal. So it's save $249.34, no goal. So it says I've saved nothing, right? Because I did budget $14.66 this month, simply because my medical insurance and everything really is on auto pay. The auto payment came out on the 1st, but I hadn't actually budgeted the money on the 1st. So if you look at my last video, which you can check out up above, when I budgeted towards the medical insurance, I hadn't budgeted $14.66. So I did budget $14.66 in this month. But when it comes to getting my medical insurance for next month, which technically I should have, by the end of this month, right? If we want to make sure that we have the money ahead of time, which is the goal, that's what a budget is, then I don't have any money saved. So this looks nice. I just don't know how it's going to reflect or how it's going to carry over to next month. But let us try the first thing we got. So Angel commented, they left me a timestamp and they said, due date label is what I think you were looking for with the monthly targets, instead of the by date target for everything. You said you didn't need it because it's in the title. I've been wanting to try Zerosum too, just waiting until I'm able to have the 21 days available to go all in, which I totally relate to. I wanted to make sure that I had the 21 days to really make good use of it. So I was like, that's a great comment, Angel, but I don't know what you're talking about. Can you please help me? I want to try it. Explain it to me because I don't quite get it. So then they left a second comment and they said, on the target, click the monthly tab. Okay, so let's do that. Target, click the monthly tab, and then click budget another. Okay. And then at the very bottom, it said due date label right here. Perfect. You have to toggle that on. It says it will display the due date. Perfect. So this is the first. And I was like, okay, cool. Let's give it a try. So what it says though, as you can see here, it's not exactly what we want. All it has done here is change to say that I need the money by the 1st, and it is subtracting that $14.66 that I've already budgeted this month. So not exactly what I want. I appreciate the comment though. Happy to try things out, happy to toggle things. I don't know anything about this. So if you see something that you think I'm doing wrong or could do better, let me know, leave me a comment down below. I will happily try it out. We can all learn together. So let's undo that really quickly. And then I got a comment from the developer himself, Pedro. Pedro said, goals were improved and you can set the day for a monthly goal too now. Okay, let's go to edit the goal. Let's go to monthly, because that's what he said, right? Monthly. He said you can set the day for a monthly goal. So, oh yeah, I don't think this is what I want either, right? Refill up to, oh, here we go again. Oh my God, okay. It's like when I edit these videos, I hear myself and I'm like, budget another. I think I was laughing in the last one because I've said it so many times and I just confuse myself so much. Okay, refill up to, right? 249.34, okay? Due date, let's call it the 1st, that's fine. Or we can call it the 31st, I don't think it really matters. Or the last day. So let's call it the 1st. You know what? Let's try the 31st or the last day because it's 1st, okay? Refill up to this much by the last day. Let's see if it works. Maybe it works. Let's see. No. See, it says I'm fully spent. Simply because when the 1st hit, I probably had that money, okay? So let's do the 1st. Let's just see. Okay, still not what I want. Let's try the budget another. We will start with the 1st since we're already there. Save. Still not right. It's saying 234.68, not what I want. So let's do the very last one and let's see if it is going to fix itself if I put the last day. I don't think so, because this is just adding a little label. Yeah, so this is not right. Okay, so basically what we found out is from what I know, the only way to do what I need to do is the way I did it. Leave it as an open-ended goal, trying to undo all these, okay? And then it will tell you, you have $0 budgeted, and this is the amount you need. So I think this is a little workaround. Like I said, the real test is gonna be when we flip over to next month, how does it look? And if the developer is watching this video too, and you have a way to make it do what I want, I would love that. I know you have a lot on your plate. I looked at your website, I look at the roadmap, I see you have things that are important. So for me, honestly, this is a good enough workaround. This workaround was not possible on YNAB from what I remember, but this helps me. It says, I need this money, I don't have it. Any other way that it's done, it's confusing to me, especially with this one specifically, because let's go 2, 3. This is so close to the 249.34 that I could kind of think like, oh, that's working correctly because it's, you know, just dollars off, $14.66 as it were, but it's not. So I really do like this way of doing it. And that's what I did with all my goals. Actually, also, I did go on and do them from the web app, which is basically exactly what you see on the screen, just like mobile. For YNAB, it's like a separate app. It looks totally different. It's not, to me, intuitive. It's not a good experience, but I enjoyed using the app to change all these targets. It was so simple. So I was like, hey, pretty cool. I do have to get used to doing my transactions in the moment with the app. That's just something that I need to train myself to do. But yeah, the insurance, 185.09, fully spent. I don't know why this bar is halfway. Is it because we're halfway through the month? Possibly. Need 185.09 this month. You've budgeted nothing. I don't know. This will be a work in progress, just like YNAB was. But yeah, so internet, see, I did end up putting $50 to my internet this month because that's just the way I save for it. But as you can see, for the internet next month on the 6th, I need to save all of that money. I've saved none of that. So yeah, I like this a lot. I like this a lot. What I will do now though is let's go ahead and budget this paycheck. As always, go to our overspent. This is pretty low with overspent. Oh, I will say that for miscellaneous, I told you I bought those patterns for scrub caps. Well, long story short, the lady had a crash out and refunded me because she had an error in her pattern and she was crashing out. Like literally, I don't like to use like these, what is it, Gen Z slang, because I'm, you know, almost 40 years old and I feel like people overuse stuff like low key, mid, crash out. No, this lady had a crash out, okay? I'm not gonna show you the messages because like literally this lady, you know, going through something like, like it wouldn't be right, I don't think, to show the messages that she sent to me. But anyway, she had to crash out and refunded my money, which means I got 5 patterns for free, which we love. Ooh, what happened there? Uh-oh, let's go back. Before we go there, actually, let's go to all transactions and let's approve and review 33. Yikes, okay, no big deal. Pedro also said in that comment that he left, he changed the way syncing and in review works. So hopefully I won't get confused again. What does this symbol mean? Oh, the in review. And then what is this? Oh, these are the ones I already put in and it linked up. Okay, so I would like to, I don't have that many that are linked. So I'm just gonna I always like to check the ones that I've already put in and then just briefly go over them. Okay, that one, I need to change the person because, you know, if I put them in and they were linked, theoretically, they're correct. All right, my 2 Fabletics jackets, my payment for my credit card, my phone plan, groceries, is the date right? Yep, 8 through 14 on the 12th. I bought some travel sizes for some conditioners and hair products. I had $10 coupon for Pattern Beauty, which is great. I mentioned in my last video or one of the previous ones that I spent a bunch of money there. They had a buy 2, get 1 free. Ended up getting a $10 coupon for that purchase. So what should have cost me $13.09 only cost $2.19. So that's nice. We love saving money. So let's approve all those. I'll just use the keyboard shortcut. I'll just press A. All right, let's go to here. Let's change this to Amazon. Don't know why I put Amazing Thailand. I just probably was the first thing that came up. I bought this short bob wig and some tennis shoes so we can approve that. So let's go to the rest of these 24. So this is fun money, food. Hold on. I wonder if we can click a whole bunch and do categories. So like I'm gonna try 2. Can we categorize them? Doesn't seem like it. Approve, reject, pay, category. Yeah, okay, great. So I'm gonna categorize all of the fun money and then do those. Starbucks, Qdoba, oh, right. So this one was I constantly have these Wells Fargo credit card like rewards. They'll give you like 2% back or whatever percent back if you go to certain stores. So I got 29 cents back from Qdoba. I don't necessarily know that that's categorized correctly because it came from Wells Fargo, but we'll figure that out later. Amazon, I ordered 2 swimsuits from the same brand for my cruise, right? I returned one of them, only asked for a return for one of them. I sent it back. They marked that I had returned the other suit that I didn't even request a refund for or a return for. And the one that they said that they received cost more than the one I actually sent back. Not that that matters, but basically they said that they got something that they never got because I never even requested to return it. And then after a couple of months, when they didn't get the one that I requested, even though they did get it, they basically tried to charge me for it. Long story short, they charged me and then I contacted them and they reversed it, whatever. I went to Costco, got a hot dog. I'm kind of addicted. I think I went twice, yep. That hot dog at Costco is pretty good, I have to say. Sam's Club was gas, not fun. What else is fun money here? Canva, no. This is for work. I got these magnetic buttons to put on my scrub cap. I think I talked about this in another video because I ordered 1 set of buttons, 1 set of snaps. The snaps came within like 3 days. The buttons, they still haven't come. I think the seller was lying about when she sent them, so I ordered them from another person. Probably when I get the first ones, I'm just gonna return them because I'm so sick of dealing with these Etsy sellers who are just like lying. They say they sent it and they just created the label. It's like they think that people are new to the internet and they don't realize like what I don't know. Anyway, that's another rant for another day. I think that's all the fun money. So let's do this and then let's do fun money and then we can approve it all. Okay, nice. And then let's do all the ones that have categories to make it easy. Walmart, 454, no, those are my adjustable dumbbells, which came today. I'm very excited to start pumping iron. Wait, 454? That's not, actually no, I think this might be medication. We're gonna wait on that. Qdoba, we're gonna wait on that. This was grocery inflow, did a pickup order and they didn't have one of the things that I ordered, so they refunded the money. This one is the adjustable dumbbells for sure. Yeah, so the other one was medication. So let me approve this. Let me say, I'll do adjustable dumbbells and stands, adjustable dumbbells. I don't know why it said already 260 something. We'll figure that out when it comes to the overspent. This is medication. I don't know why it was 454. Oh no, oh, because I bought something else at the counter when I went out there to check out. What did I buy? I can't remember. So I'm gonna wait on that too, just because I bought something else and I don't remember what it was. I think this really was groceries, but I'm not sure. Transfer, so this is the transfer because my Target Red card, it comes off of my checking account. And if you remember from last video or any of my other videos that I've talked about, I don't keep any money in checking, but you can't connect your Red card, or I guess it's called a Circle card now. You can't connect it to a savings account. So anytime I purchase at Target, I have to remember to come on to Capital One and transfer from my savings to my checking, or otherwise I'm gonna get a failed transaction, which is no good. So these 4 can be approved. And then groceries at Target. This was not groceries. This was, if I'm not mistaken, this was hair stuff. Yeah, I got a brush and some gel. Don't love what I'm doing with either one of them, but we'll try it out again next wash day and see if I can do something a little bit better. 602 from Target was actually a Starbucks. You know how they say when you get your pickup order, you want a Starbucks? Yeah, they got me. So I think, I'm a little confused, right? Oh, I think the $6 hasn't come out for the Starbucks, which is why this is a little bit over what I would think it should be. Not quite sure. But anyhow, we can do this and this as an approval and this as an approval. Oh, it doesn't, hold on. What happened? Oh, hey, there we go. Menards, this was definitely stuff for sewing. This is, again, this is miscellaneous work stuff. This would be magnetic buttons V2, my second one that I purchased. Canva has its own category. Not sure why that's not importing correctly. Approve, Walmart. I think that's grocery. Sam's Club, this is gas. Amazon, we can, so this should be, I think I'm just gonna do, oops, I fucked up, because it came in and went right out. So it doesn't really need to be categorized. It's a net zero, you know? I actually didn't fuck up though. Amazon fucked up, but we're gonna, you know, we'll just pretend like it was me. Qdoba, yeah, that's fine. We can say it was Qdoba and then back in my fun money. That makes sense. Amazon, Menards, Walmart. Okay, we're gonna leave all those. Actually, I'm going to figure out what I paid for each one, and then I'm going to come back just so we're finishing what we started, right? Anything worth doing is worth doing right. So give me 1 second. So I figured all this out. One thing I'm concerned about is that these Amazon transactions are already put in there. They must not just have been matched up. So we'll look at those last, but I know what everything is for. So this I'm gonna put into sewing setup, sewing tools, whatever it's called, because these were weights for pattern weights for pattern weights. Like I'm 3D printing pattern weights at the library, but I need something heavy to put inside them. So these were like nuts or bolts or whatever. But the good thing is I can show the split transaction here because this was actually medication, meds, and it was also hair. It was some gel that did not work like I needed it to, but oh well, we'll just try to use it for something. The gel was, okay, so here's the thing, right? What I was talking about, how when you do the split transactions, the gel was $4.84, and see, it just automatically puts in what it costs for the mids. It doesn't make you type it in. In YNAB, it would have like how much was left over down here at the right, and you would have to type in the amount. Here, you don't. Actually, the bad thing about it is I believe that I did pay tax on the gel, so it's really not $449.41. I think it was $448.99, $448.99. I think it was like 40 something cents. What happened there? $448.99. That was weird. Okay, 42 cents. I thought it was 43 cents. Let me check. Nope, it was 42 cents. So there we go. 46.80. No, it was 4.84. Oh, I think I didn't do plus 0.42. I did something different. 484 plus point, oh my God, 484 plus 0.42. There we go. Okay, so that is approved, but I like how they do the split transaction. That wasn't as smooth as I wanted it to be, but anyway, there it is. Okay, so groceries, this really was groceries and all of it was groceries, so we can just approve that. Now for these two Amazon ones, I'm going to go to all transactions and I'm going to look at, here it is, yeah, $34.85 is what I thought it should cost. And we have the two right here, which are $34.85. So not sure, see they charged me twice instead of charging me once. So now I don't think I can match them, but that's not Zerosum's fault. That's this, you know, this is a failure of Amazon. So we will just copy and then we will cancel and then we will delete, perfect. And then I will go here and I will say this was 2 wireless mics. What did it say? USB, oh yeah. So the USB adapters that previously worked. I actually could have tried to use my wireless mics and adapters this week, but the office I was at was like literally so hectic. I just didn't have time, didn't have a single cancellation, so whatever. 2 wireless mics, and I will, miscellaneous work stuff. I will approve, and then we'll do miscellaneous work stuff again. Then we will do 2 USB adapters that worked previously. Okay, approve. So now I think if we go back to all transactions, there is nothing to approve, right? Budget, all transactions. Okay, good. All right, so now we can finally get to budgeting this week's paycheck as I finish off my matcha latte. Man, telling you, nothing like it. Oh, also, another thing before we jump in, as you can see, I changed the order. These 5 used to be above accounts, but I like them below accounts. One thing I would say to the developer, if you can make it a way that my email address could not be shown down here, that would be great. Because as of now, I have to edit, obviously, and not show my email address. It's not my public-facing YouTube email address, and that would be great if I didn't have to do that. But maybe people like their email address showing up on the bottom. I have no idea. But enough about my unofficial product feature requests. Let's budget this $415.79 paycheck. First thing we will have to do, as usual, is go to our overspent. Oh, what the hell? I didn't budget any of the money for that medication. Well, damn, the video is over. How is that possible? Jesus Christ. Okay, well, never mind. We're done. I'll save that to last because otherwise, literally, we don't even have enough money to cover that. Annoying. Okay, let's go from the bottom up. Okay, wait, overspent by 580. Okay, that's wrong because something happened here. How come these didn't match? Let's go, can we click on either one of these? Adjustable dumbbells, and then let's search for adjustable dumbbells as well. Oh, because it's a penny off. So it really was 05 instead of 06. So we'll delete this one. Wait, oh, wait, DS duplicate? That's not good because I used that function earlier. Ooh, what is delete? Backspace, okay. So let's backspace that. Let's backspace that. Let's change this because we already know. We'll just put and stand because it's already called adjustable dumbbells. What did I D for thinking I was deleting? It was really duplicating. Isn't there like a list where you can see what you've done? Oh, here we go. What did you duplicate? You duplicated 3 minutes ago? That must be it. But I don't know which one it is. I think it was from, ooh, okay. I think it was from miscellaneous. I know how we can tell. Go to all transactions and then maybe go to anything that's not clear, maybe? Oh my gosh. I think I just have to, or look anything that's like the same. Obviously, when I'm editing this and when you're watching this, it's extremely obvious what I just duplicated, but I don't know now. Geez Louise, okay. What? Oh, and I ended up closing the checking and savings account at Royal. I kept the cash though, and I'm using it to tip when I come to Capital One Cafe on Monday. Damn, what did I duplicate? Oh, I think it was this. Yes, it was this one. Perfect. There it is. 2 wireless mics. Yes. And there probably are 2 of them, right? Because I duplicated it instead of deleting it. So let's say Amazon. There's probably, yeah, there we go. Okay. So let's backspace. Okay, there we go. Let's head back to the budget and overspent by 267. That makes more sense. So what does auto budget mean? Under budgeted? Probably that's what I need to do, right? Let's see, auto budget 267, which is almost, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually not gonna budget this one. 307, how did I overspend? This is obviously something got counted double as well because I didn't spend, that's crazy. To spend $309 on groceries, that's how much I spent for the whole month. 145 and 125. Oh, I know what happened. Stuff wasn't available. So that 145.99 is not a real amount that was spent. So let's find that one and we will delete it. There it is. That's deleted. Backspace. Okay. Very good. Very good. Yeah. 167 for overspent for groceries seems more reasonable. $16 overspent for fun money, reasonable. Reasonable meaning like this makes sense, not that it's reasonable to overspend. That's not what I'm saying. Miscellaneous overspent 115. Now that seems, oh, I know what that's from. Yeah, that makes a little bit of sense. PPP and extras. Oh, okay, so this is the money that I'm getting back, $14.87 from that lady's crash out. So I'm going to say, I'm going to duplicate it and then I'm going to, where is it? Does it go for today? Where is it? I duplicated it, but where is it? Oh, because I'm searching for Walmart, Etsy. All right, I'm gonna change that to today's date. It really was yesterday. I'll change it to yesterday's date. And then I'll say Angie crash out refund. Refund 5 scrub cap patterns. There we go. All right, so I'm getting that inflow. One thing I did like for YNAB that I don't see on Zerosum is I could just like do this and it would put this money, do we like, oh, never mind. There it is. There we go. So now that's inflow. Perfect. Go back to budget. This should be the wig and the tennis shoes I bought and the magnetic buttons I bought, right? And the conditioner. You might be wondering why is conditioner under a work thing. Check back in with me around Thanksgiving and then this will all make a little bit more sense. Yeah, okay, good. So that's all making sense. Gas, okay, great. Medication, okay, great. Yeah, so let's just do the sewing setup, overspent. Is that the weights and all that stuff? Yeah, so that, Canva, hair care, which was what, gel. Oh, let me do this. I'm gonna say gel and miel, edge control, gel. Actually, I meant to say brush, okay? And I'm sure when I go back, it's not gonna be checked anymore, which is my bad. Sewing, Canva, hair care, groceries, fun money. How did I only spend $16 fun money? That seems like not a lot for me. So we're gonna look at that again. Miscellaneous, let's not, and actually, yeah, groceries you gotta pay for. And then gas, okay, let's approve all that. Oh, wait, under budgeted, ready to budget ran out. So some categories are partially funded or skipped. Funding for $15.79, which is what's available. I'm confused. Cover overspending, gas, groceries, hair care, Canva, sewing, fund goals. I'm not trying to fund goals. I'm just trying to cover overspending. 267, yeah, there we go. Okay, let's check this fun money here. Costco, yeah, hot dogs, ATM. That was me taking out money from when I closed the account, keeping it as cash. Qdoba came back, Starbucks, Chick-fil-A, which I talked about. Okay, everything else has been, oh, I guess this is just because I budgeted last week and I've only spent $16 overspending, which is great. So let's auto budget. Oh, I probably should have just done cover overspending. Yeah, let me actually undo what I just did because I would like to just do cover overspending and see if that is actually what I wanted to do. So let's click sewing, Canva, hair care, groceries, gas, and did I say miss? No. Okay, so then let's do, I don't know if I did or if I didn't. You know, because you literally just saw it, but my brain is in shambles. Cover overspending. What? What is this? Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, that looks similar to what I just saw, so there we go. Okay, 152.36. Some stuff is gonna have to be underfunded. I also need to transfer $250 to my high yield savings account in order to get the interest rate, but I'm going to have to take out money from my high yield savings account, obviously to cover some of my bills. I haven't put any money towards rent, I don't think at all this month. So we're definitely going to be dipping into that high yield, which is fine. That's what it's there for. I don't need to hoard money. I mean, hoard money, girl, you have $3,000, but I don't need to just continue to save and save and save. If I need to use the money, I will. And this is finally the month that I'm going to do that, even though I've been threatening to do it for a long time. 115, 16, and 260. So I'll just do both of these. And then we will say cover overspending. Sure, $20. Okay, so overspent by 267, spent 314 of $46. It doesn't really matter where you put the $20. Truly, it doesn't. So I'll just put it here. And then I'll just have to work on covering these. Honestly, like I've said a couple times, before the credit card bill becomes due, I had a little note in my credit card account on YNAB, which tells me when the interest rate is going to kick in. I want to say it's January of 2027. I will need to go back to YNAB, get that information and bring that over. So basically I just have to cover this overspending by, the next 6 months or so. Don't like having a balance on the credit card, but it is what it is. Just jump back to our budget and we can see how I have like no money for rent. Yeah, I've saved nothing for rent. So yeah, I will be getting paid a couple more times this month. Did I put it over here? I did, but I think I need to add to this. I'm getting paid on the 30th as well. But I mean, even if I put all of each paycheck to rent, I still wouldn't have enough. So I'm going to transfer over the $250 to my high yield savings account to keep the interest rate. And then I'm going to transfer out however much I need for rent, which kind of sucks because I only have, as you can tell, $3,558. So I'm not going to have hardly any money left in my high yield savings account, which means I got to go to work more. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo, such is life. That wraps up this week's payday routine, Zerosum budget with me and tinkering with Zerosum, checking out more of its features. If you enjoyed this video, be sure that if you're not subscribed, you do subscribe so you can see more of me working through Zerosum, budgeting my paychecks. And if you have any questions or ideas or tips, anything, let me know in the comments. I'll see you all next time. Bye.